Hi, I'm Shereen Tyrrell. I'm the Director of Career Pathways here at Burlington High School. And I'm happy to be here with one of my former students, who's now a rising sophomore at UMass Lowell, Haris Mukanga. And Haris, do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, I'm Haris. I'm a freshman at UML, rising sophomore. And yeah, I'm a recent graduate for Burlington High School. Thank you for having me.
Oh, good to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
So we worked together last year. Well, I had you in class, which was great. You were a great student. And then you worked with me to do our senior internship that we have here at Burlington.
That's correct, yeah.
And so you pick a project, and so tell me, why did you pick the project you decided to work on?
Yeah, my project was mainly for my job, Course High Kicks. Why I picked the project is because I feel like I'm a very strong problem solver, and I wanted to test, my skills in the real world. And I feel like the internship gave me an opportunity to do that like no other place could have. And so that was really my biggest motivation, is to test how much problems I can solve in such a short period of time, and I think I did that pretty well.
Yeah, you did a great job. And just to clarify, so it's the fourth quarter senior year. You're able to not go to any more classes and work on a project of your choice. And I really loved your project idea because it was real world.
Thank you.
And tell us, what was the problem you were trying to solve at Courtside Kicks?
So I was trying to solve the problem of the buying process. We love to buy from, local vendors, people here and there. But it's always a challenge when they come in, and it's kind of like something we're not looking for, or, we might not provide a price they're looking for. So I wanted to solve that kind of problem by eliminating the factor of them having to come in and, maybe getting denied, and make it all virtual and make it online. So I made a buying form that basically you just input your shoe, input your product or whatever you want to sell to us, input a price that you're looking for, toss on some pictures, all goes to a cloud, and we basically review it and get back to you on the status of your product or shoe.
That's a great idea. And I was lucky enough to see the app, and I felt like even the way you had people take the photos, you were really directive, and it reminded me of kind of the professional apps I've used, whether to submit an insurance claim and you have to take certain types of photos.
Yeah, that was a very very important part in the process of making the app. I really wanted to make it as much of a finished product as possible. And so I took inspiration from different websites and different apps, daily apps that people use. And I kind of, took pieces from every part of different apps and stuff, and I decided to put it into mine. And with the help of my college mentor as well, he was able to point me to the right direction, so that helped a lot.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about your college mentor. You had a college mentor and an industry mentor.
Correct.
So tell me first about your college.
Yeah, my college mentor, very, very helpful, very knowledgeable in the field. He was here with me every time I was here, and from pretty much the first step to the last step, he was there for me. And it really, motivated me to work harder, because I kind of wanted to be in his position. The fact that he was so knowledgeable about the field, inspired me, and I just wanted to be like that. So that provided a lot more motivation to my craft and to finishing the project. And a little bit more about my industry mentor. I mean, he was amazing. It was great getting advice from him, getting all the little insights from a professional stand view. And every call we had was a new thing that I learned. You know what I mean? He elevated my skills and gave me a lot of really, really good insight in the field that I want to jump into. For sure.
Good. So, and do you think that's because he's in the field now, so he was able to give you
Definitely.
more of a roadmap?
Definitely, yeah. And he also went back in time and told me about his process and how he went through everything. And that sort of gave me like a baseline of where to, you know, base everything off of. And yeah, it really just gave me a good sense of direction.
And yeah, so your mentor was from Amazon Web Services, a cloud
Correct.
architect.
Correct, yeah.
And I've heard his story too. He's a problem solver like
Yep,
you.
yeah.
And then your college intern was from RPI,
Correct.
a rising junior.
Yeah.
So, so I was so happy to see both of them working with you, and it's great that you really took a lot of took a lot from the experience, because you also really showed up. I was impressed. You came every day that you were supposed to, and you worked really hard. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
So tell me, what were some of the challenges that you ran into? Because I know, like, there were a lot of times I saw the two of you, you and your college mentor, like, it's like smoke coming out, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we faced a lot of challenges, you know, with the just under the hood of the program. It was, you know, some bugs here and there, you know, like we spent a lot of time, you know, decoding and debugging all the bugs that we needed to. But it kind of made me like a little more, it slowed down the process for sure, all the bugs and stuff. And it kind of, you know, demotivated me, but, you know, working through them was very, very satisfying to, you know, work through something like challenging like that.
Come out on the other side.
Come out on the other side, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, as far as the internship, I know you said that you took away from it, you were inspired and motivated and got insights. And so maybe what are one or two other ways you feel like the experience benefited you?
Definitely benefited me providing a more real world experience, like coming in, you know, just like an office job, you know, you come in, you do your work, you know, you talk to your colleagues and stuff, and then you leave and you can either, you know, make progress or maybe you make progress tomorrow. It's you know, you never know what's next. So I think it gave me a good insight on that. Yeah.
And
sure.
how do you feel it helped your confidence level that, you know, and how do you feel about yourself doing tech? Did it influence
It definitely boosted my confidence level a lot, because I didn't know I could make such a full-blown, you know, project from start to finish. Obviously with the help of my college and professional mentor, definitely helped a lot. But overall, like, I was very proud of myself that I could do something like that, and coming out on the other side was, you know, a really accomplishing goal of mine for sure.
Yeah, I saw you grow a lot. I was really impressed. I mean, I knew, like, from your classwork, you knew some of the basics of computer science from the course you took at Burlington, but
Yeah.
I mean, you really took it to a whole nother level, and
Definitely, yeah.
you know, which was great. And it's a risk because, as you said, you don't really know what you're doing, but you just kind of go forward anyway. So
Definitely, yeah.
that was great.
Thank you.
And then on top of all this, this year you were honored by the governor.
I was.
Yeah, the governor honored you as part of recognizing the value of these types of programs in high schools, the innovation pathway programs, early college, really giving kids more exposure to career in high school. And so, you know, I was happy that she chose you as an example. And what was that like?
Oh, it was very overwhelming. Definitely, I've never been in such a setting. I got to meet a lot of, you know, cool people, you know, and just, you know, getting advice from them and, you know, learning from them. And but, you know, the main event was, you know, the most overwhelming part. You know, I didn't expect to, you know, have all of that go on, but overall it was a very, you know, eye-opening moment, and overall it was just a great experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like you really rose to the occasion, and you were recognized by, you know, the entire floor when she was giving the State of the Union, which is pretty cool. And you handled it really well.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I try. Yeah.
Yeah, but you were definitely a celebrity. So who knew that, you know, computer science could lead to fame and success? Well, I guess it does, right?
Yeah, I know. I honestly, I found out the day before the whole event. That's right. So it was a very, you know, quick adjustment that I had to make. Yeah. But it was definitely worth it for sure.
Yeah, it was exciting.
It was very exciting. Yeah.
So, with all of this happening, that happened in high school and the governor's recognition, so tell me, how has this all influenced your future plans, if at all? And then maybe tell us what you're doing now. So.
To definitely set the bar higher for myself, at least. I saw what I could do with that project, and after that, you know, just kind of led me to, you know, even aim higher than that, you know what I mean? So I'm applying that to what I do now, and it's definitely helping a lot to just, you know, do your best in any situation. Yeah, because you never know where it could lead you to. And that project is a prime example of doing just that.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And I know now you're studying, or tell us what you're studying.
Oh yeah, I am a business major with finance as a concentration with a minor in computer science.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. And just seeing how you solve the problem at Courtside Kicks, using technology, asking for help, really growing. I'm confident that you're going to be an entrepreneur for us to watch.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing what you do in the future.
Thank
you. We're proud that you're a BHS alum.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Anything else you want to add, or?
No.
Oh, I know one other thing. Okay. Do you have any advice for high school students? They're watching right now.
My advice is to definitely set the bar high for yourself. Don't doubt yourself one bit, you know. Continue working for whatever goal you're trying to achieve. It's definitely possible. Look at me, like I did something that I, you know, never thought I would be able to do. But, you know, just really putting my mind towards it and, you know, manifesting it helped a lot. And, you know, being confident in myself and working through struggles as well. So that all ties into just, you know, setting the bar high and, you know, having high confidence in yourself for sure. Yeah,
that's
great.
My
advice.
All right, and now I feel inspired, so
thank
thanks.
you.
Hey, thanks, Haris.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Okay.